Hello, guys. Usually I tell welcome to Cuckoo House or whatever. This time it is welcome to Cuckoo Jaggy House.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Jaggybabs, obviously everybody already on my channel know who is, and we decided we're gonna try to give a go on a bit of a general, like a FIFA talk. I don't know what you call them, usually podcast type of a thing, or wherever we just discuss and see how everybody have different opinions, so then you guys can tell about whatever we are discussing, give your thoughts and comments. Just testing out something new. We'll see how it works, how people like, and that would be a hell of a fun thing to do because, Jaggy, I'm sure you know sometimes when you're recording, even though it feels like you are talking to somebody, but it's
hmm
they can only answer to you when it's time for the comments. So it's not same like having a call with somebody. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe
I mean,
maybe
when you sit doing one of these kind of videos on your own, it's like you just sat shouting at a camera, isn't it? You
yeah,
know?
it's bit awkward. It's still I've done it so many times, but I still quite can't get used to it.
Same, same.
So yeah, I mean, would we for the first video, like if we discuss from the beginning, because we are already so late, we should have done it from the get-go when the game got released. But
hmm
let's try to rewind now in our head to the EA access period and when the like FIFA 20 just came out. What did you
hmm
feel comparing to FIFA 19, for example?
I think the game's definitely a lot better this year. It's a lot more responsive. It's got its critics, but I think they've taken a lot of the feedback from people and implemented it into the game. But that being said, like the game, what it feels like now to early access, it feels like a completely different game. I don't know about you.
Bang on, bang on. I'm
Yeah.
actually last 2 weekends I've been tilting very heavily because it reminds me FIFA 19 like slowly coming back
hmm
to the game, and
Yep.
I actually have a strong opinion on why it's like this as well. But first of all, like I mean, would you agree? Like when FIFA 20 came out, it felt like brilliant. It's something like new. I didn't feel that AIDS
Yeah.
what you call that the punted thing that they
hmm
say that it doesn't exist in FIFA, which I strongly believe it does. It did last year,
Yeah,
for
me too. Me too.
right, for sure.
I think it always has.
But my I like conspiracy theories. Like I mean, I
hmm
see your video on top five conspiracy theories, so
Yep. All true.
you might like that as well. So my vision of why they started off FIFA 20 without the AIDS installed in it
hmm
because people were pissed in FIFA 19 so badly, and loads of people actually were planning not to buy the game. I know even on our channel that the people didn't buy the FIFA 20 until I like played it and I said good things about it, and
All
then
right.
that made me realize it's not only me; it's in general. If there is always somebody who's gonna buy the game, no matter how
hmm
bad the last one was, and he's gonna tell his friends who didn't buy that, come on, man, it's completely different. It's so much better. Then they
hmm
get the game, and EA gives it like a month or two, and then they put the freaking age back on.
hmm
What you think of that? Like,
I mean, I totally agree. I mean, maybe it's worth saying that in the earlier periods of the game, we didn't have Weekend League. That didn't come out for a couple of weeks. Maybe a lot of it has something to do with Weekend League. But
yeah, at the timing, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been like this for the past at least 3 years that I can remember. It's the game starts off great, everybody's loving it. They start putting all these patches in, and it just gets worse and worse. You
Yeah,
know?
but it surely feels like why they giving us such a good game in the beginning because they want the word to go around.
hmm
That the people who are still like 50-50 because they have bad memories just from the previous FIFA and they are thinking like no fucking way I'm gonna play another year, and
hmm
then they hear all these stories that everybody's saying it's a hell of a good game, and once they get everything like in there, then slowly they start like putting because they need that AIDS. It's a
Why
business.
though? Is that what
It's
it is though? It boils
it's
down to money.
you have to understand it's a business. They don't give a crap about their owners, shareholders, everybody. They want to see money. They don't care
Yeah, yeah.
what we think or if a minority of people are pissed off. They care
Hmm.
about the noobs, that the new crowd who's coming, and they go into the game, they go into the foot champs, and there is a skill gap, and they get beaten heavily because there is a proper skill gap, and people are playing long time, and they
Hmm.
leave. Generally, people don't bother to take time to grind it out. So that's all. It's why it's there. The handicaps and the aids. It's there for the business reasons. It's a dirty business, but I mean,
Mm.
anywhere um, people think how good we. So the whole patent, the thing, what's going on, online for last year.
Hmm.
If you read it, it's exactly built there to avoid the noobs getting crushed too much.
Yeah, I think that's true. And at the same time, the hardcore players who are good at the game might put it down to the team not being great. Why they're losing these games. So then they'll go and buy more packs. So I think
Uh,
it works both ways. I think it works for noob sort of players and seasoned players.
yeah, well, actually, that has a point as well. I mean, yeah, you would think that okay, the other guy has a better team, maybe that's why he's winning and he's gonna go. But the problem is here, he thinks the other guy has a better team, so I better go buy. Let's say he puts a grand into the
Hmm.
game, he gets a good team, so he still needs a bit of assistance from EA to convince that the team is making him a better player, which obviously it doesn't. I mean, you can
Mm.
put the best team if there's a proper skill gap, no age, you can have the best team. You are playing the first year versus somebody who's
Hmm.
playing 5 years. It's not gonna win you the game.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Simple.
Like it, it's such a difficult thing because like you talk about it and people might think, oh, you wanting something to blame your losses on and stuff, but we all experience it, don't we? And it's not a case of even playing bad. It's like you notice a pattern every 90th minute or something like that. You've got a 2-0 lead. All of a sudden, 2 goals from nowhere. You know,
Well,
it's just it's too bizarre. It's not a natural thing to happen. There has to be something in the game.
well, you can feel it, yeah, because we
Mm,
are playing so much. So when something change, even though let's say they put the patch out, but they don't mention something, it says some random things like visual, and it doesn't say anything about the gameplay. But because we are
hmm.
the guys who play this all the time, so you kind of
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
you know when something is wrong, even when they don't say anything about it. So you know it's wrong. Yeah, but that's what I want to hear from people. What do like? I mean, think about EA AIDS. Is it there? Is it not there? Is it an imagination?
Hmm.
Uh, Man, I'm so damn convinced. And the patent thing, it's a proof. It's a clear proof. The
Hmm.
only the only thing they say it's not in FIFA. It's a bullshit story. It
Yeah, and I mean, I think the majority of players have that opinion.
yeah.
You know.
If you read that and you think you recognize, you are like yes, yes, hell yes. That's the thing we've been telling all the time.
Hmm.
That's it. It's all written there. What everybody been saying for a long, long time. So it's I'm so convinced. It's 100%.
I
And
mean, there was something leaked recently, where it was part of the game code, and it was something like, let's say you have 5 shots on target in the first 20 minutes, it increases the difficulty by 0.5. So I'll have to show it. I was thinking of doing a video on it, testing whether it actually affects the game or not. But there's something in the code that affects the difficulty of the game, and I think it works in the same way as like playing squad battles on amateur and playing squad battles on like ultimate works. You know,
mm,
you
mm.
play on amateur, you can score from the halfway line for fun. You play ultimate, you're missing open nets. I think it all kind of falls into the same category as online,
Mm.
if that
And
makes
and
sense.
and that age thing, it's fucking me up more than anyone else because I have that stupid Barcelona like type of tiki taka slow build up.
Hmm.
back and forth. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
possession
yeah.
type of play. Everybody in the foot champ, all my opponents play exactly the same. Very straightforward.
Mhm.
Drop back. The update about the killing drop back. It's all different fucking thing. That
Mhm.
not working at all. Whatever they are saying. Anyway, so
I
they're
don't
all.
use it, so I couldn't say.
Me neither, but I can tell because everybody else are using it. So
Hmm.
all they do is they don't care about position. They want the easy breakthrough, and they wait for that moment. So because I'm in position, I'm controlling the game. Even though we might be exactly like sweating it out 0-0, I can't
Hmm.
score because he's defending like a madman. But because the game thinks I'm in such like overpowered control of the game, it's gonna help him. Though we are very equal
Hmm.
players and but just playing different style. So actually, you are better off playing that as little of the possession type of a thing. It just seems like that. That I'm
Yeah,
maybe
I think you're
uh,
right.
maybe that's why everybody are playing like that because they believe let the other guy have a position and
Hmm.
let him because the game will help me then. I don't know. Maybe it's just another my imagination, but
No, I mean you're right. I think I do. A lot of players do play like that, and it makes the game so boring and repetitive. You
it
know.
is because I know exactly what and when they are trying to do.
Hmm.
It's so obvious. They don't even care that it's obvious and readable. And
Hmm.
90% of the time I can cut the pass and because I genuinely see what is he up to. He doesn't know anything else to do in there, right?
Is that when you're saying like cutting off the pass and stuff? Is that when they do that move where they run up the wing, cut
Yeah,
inside, and
yeah.
square it? Yeah, because
No,
that's just such
I
a
already see
constant thing.
when I lose the ball, I already see he's like looking, he's pressing the
Hmm.
LB to the winger, and he's like he doesn't care that I
Yeah.
see he's doing that for the 10th time in the row, and I
Hmm.
fucking know what are you doing. He still does the same thing, and then but just one time I just somehow miss the ball or it gets through. I mean, what the. Why are you playing this game for? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, we're probably going off the topic because that the
Well, I
we
mean, we're talking
like
about gameplay.
the people are so fucking annoying that I genuinely don't mind. I had some games very rarely, like I lose the game, but the guy
Hmm.
is playing like a enjoyable. Like I have to keep guessing what is he gonna do next. It's interesting, like a mind game. And if I
Hmm.
lose that game versus I win the fucking annoying guy, I'd rather lose a decent game than win in a bad game, right?
Yeah, of
Because
course. I mean,
that's
we're all playing to have fun at the
yeah.
end of the
Well,
day, aren't we?
obviously in the weekly league you want to get the win, but if the 30
Hmm.
games are all the same opponents, it's just getting tilting.
Yeah. I
I
think what it boils down to, I think there's a lot of people like in the community that will take these advice off like YouTubers and stuff like that,
yeah
and that's
yeah
how you end up everybody doing the
yeah.
same thing.
They even have the same custom tactics, right?
Yeah.
So because they're copying each other. So you go into the next game and the guy is playing exactly the same and he
Hmm.
has same formation, same custom tactics. Oh Jesus, William,
It's
people just
crazy.
drink think with your own, like try what suits you, like what
Hmm.
that it would be because I cannot imagine that it's interesting to play like that. I mean
Well,
the
no,
whole
but there's two types of players. There's guys that play the game for fun, like us, try and play proper football,
uh,
and there's the ones that are just playing for those rewards. Like simple as that, you know.
you
They
mean
just
like
want the packs.
you mean like spamming through the games and just like type of a thing.
Well, like using tactics and stuff that are just
Mm.
generally dirty or like,
My,
you
my, my,
know,
my ideal, of course, people are different, and in counter attacking football in Premier League, obviously it's like the main thing anyway. Like so,
mhm,
maybe it's like maybe me as a Barcelona like fan, maybe it's influenced by the club, how my favorite club is playing, right? So
mhm.
maybe it's not wrong that you have that like a different style of play, but apparently it seems like everybody and it seems overpowered. because you are
Hmm.
focusing more on defense. AI defense is helping you out, so it suits in FIFA a lot better to have that. You know.
Well, I mean, saying that though, I mean we've had a discussion before, and I think the defending is a lot better this year.
Now it's
You know.
after the patches. I don't know. It's like last year at least I could see the arrow. You it was a very nice update that you can see
Hmm.
which player the other guy is controlling because
Yeah.
I maneuver my dribble as soon as I see him switching. I can already like rethink my actions. Right. Now it's some guy who is not controlling is coming behind me and takes the ball off me like
Hmm.
auto tackle. What? How can I have like thinking when the AI is coming? I don't know that. So it's
Yeah.
it, I smashed my controller this weekend as well. So because it's so fucking annoying.
I understand, but to be honest, I do like the defending this year. I really do. I think it's so
Do you
much better than
defend?
the last couple of
Do you
years.
defend manually? Like
Yeah, yeah. I'll just jockey. I don't use container or anything like that. I know some people do. I've heard that's quite overpowered. But
they apparently nerfed it, but somehow I don't know. So there is few like few different. I don't know anything about defending with the assistance of tactics, right? Because I have all manual, I have balanced, I do my own defending, but I see
yeah.
I'm in disadvantage for the people who use AI. That's the only problem. It shouldn't be the case. It should be manual. It's an esport. Well, they are trying to sell it as an esport game, and you have
Hmm.
AI defending, doing the work for you. Defending is a hell of a learning curve to learn, right? So that should be manual. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean defending's just as important as attacking,
Well, yeah, of course.
really. But I guess at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter how you're defending if you're going to concede some deflection rebound for an open net, you know. So I
Yeah.
guess that's kind of an issue I have. Like sometimes it doesn't seem to matter how well you defend. It just wants to give somebody the goal.
No, that's definitely the case.
Uh,
You are absolutely in control, right? And then suddenly I don't know what the hell. It's not stamina. You could say at the end of the game you have stamina issues, but the guys just don't move. I mean, the
yeah.
ball is rolling slowly. You can feel when it's before he even scores. You kind of okay. I'm losing. I cannot do anything
Mhm.
anymore. The guys are not moving, and it's not the stamina, right? So because
Yeah, yeah.
it,
You're right though. You know it's coming before it actually
yeah,
happens.
you can feel that. Yeah.
So there's something unnatural going on, and as well, like the games when you start a game, sometimes you'll load up and it's fine. Everything you're doing, it controls well. Other times, like you said, you literally can't move all game. You can't even pass. It's like for me personally, I just want some consistency to it.
Now my friend is playing NBA 2K, and he says the same thing. The
Hmm.
same type of aids, like in the end, is there. So it's probably all the sport games I can imagine because I don't know, I don't play any other like hockey or NFL or whatever, but
Hmm.
it seems to be the case to balance out because it's such a skill game after all. If
Hmm.
you know what I mean, if it was completely manual, it would be a hell of a skill game.
I don't think it's necessary to have to do stuff like that though. You know, I play Rocket League. That's a very skilled game.
And you don't feel that type of age there.
No, not at
Mm,
all. If the good thing about Rocket League is if you make a mistake and you concede a goal, you know it's your fault, you know?
mm,
And even if you lose a game, you're not that pissed off because it's not like you've been screwed out of it, it's how you've played. If that makes sense, you know?
mm.
I'd recommend Rocket League to anyone out there. It's great, especially if you're into football, which people obviously are going to be. I think that's the way to do online gameplay right, the way they've done it.
Hmm. Well,
But
obviously it flew off straight about
yeah,
the,
yeah.
but I mean that was the whole point, general discussion. So that's now what the whole point, guys. Let us know what do you think? So mainly we talked about the patented EA AIDS. I don't know what's the official name. They actually invented the name for that. What was it? Adjusted difficulty.
Dynamic difficulty.
Uh,
I think it was, wasn't
dynamic
it?
difficulty, right? So it's we didn't plan what the hell we are talking. So somehow it heavily ended on uh, very specific
I think we're
topic.
just raging from weekend league, aren't
Yeah, yeah, because it's Sunday, right? So it's current. I'm about to have some of 7 more games on adjusted difficulty.
we? Yeah.
Once you are in gold ranks, it's already different type of. They're already good opponents anyway, so I might need. It's not like I'm saying EA only helps the other players. You can
Yeah, of
tell
course.
I've had so many games where I feel absolutely I did not deserve that win, and it's
Mhm.
disgusting because the guy is dominating me. He's like I just cannot like get anything going, and then suddenly I make some huge comeback and win. Right?
Mhm.
Nothing changed. I was hopeless, but somehow from some point everything falls into place. Right?
Yep.
So
And I don't want that either.
it's both ways, and
Hmm.
yes, I rather I'm like okay losing that game because he was better than me, right? So why the hell I have to win it then? I don't want
Yeah.
that. So
Same. Same.
in case somebody thinks that oh you're moaning about losing games, no, I don't mind lose to somebody if he's better than me, but that's the
Mhm.
whole point, like.
Nobody's better than me.
Yeah, none of that, like. There's loads of people who I can sweat my ass off, and I barely get a shot on target, right? So
Hmm.
I have no
But
business winning these games. No business whatsoever.
so we've talked about gameplay and stuff.
Yeah,
I guess it's running a little long now, but
yeah, but it's probably I
maybe
don't
we
know.
should
I
maybe we
lost
should
track of time.
just talk about like the menus and stuff, like the stuff they're bringing out. Just maybe briefly touch on it. So what do you think about the SBCs, the objectives,
A lot of
stuff?
I'm not really into the grind thing. I know people like
Mhm.
that. I generally don't have time for
Yeah,
whole. I haven't done any of the Dembélés and freaking Mullers or whoever was in
okay.
there. I haven't done any of them. Politano, at least it's there for like a long time. That's a hell of a card to get for free, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I did it
Uh,
in like 2 days.
well, that's amazing.
But
Did you drop the leagues or
did I what? Sorry,
did you drop down the division? Like, man.
I'm in Division 5. I find that kind of just workable. I make sure I
Okay.
stay in that division.
Yeah, I'm trying to do these things like and win at the same time. So it's a bit of
Mhm.
a sweaty thing. By now, lots of people drop to 7 or whatever. I think it's a bit of a wuss thing to do, but
Yeah,
I can't blame them because it's quite stressful. Maybe that's why I didn't manage to do some of them because I'm losing games and I don't want to
yeah.
lose.
The Politano objective though, it's the most fun I've had on FIFA in ages. Just
No,
using all these different players from the different clubs and stuff, using a formation where it's like everybody bombing forward, just trying to score. It's
yeah,
just so enjoyable. Like, I just wish there were pages and pages of these kind of things.
I'm sure they'll keep doing that. But
Hmm.
the thing, you do them in division rivals, so there is a bit of a conflict there. The other guy is playing with his mega team. You are actually playing for the rewards, and then you are. I mean, what
Hmm.
would be the solution for that? That you can only enter into that thing when both teams require, meet the requirements for certain
Hmm.
things. But then, would there be enough traffic for to get a matchup? I don't know. What would be the solution for that?
Well, they could do DKT again. You remember daily knockout tournaments?
But yes, right?
You
That
just have something at the end of it,
yes,
a premium
yes,
gold pack or something.
yes,
People are
yes,
going to play it.
yes. And you can only enter when both parties are meeting the requirements for that setup, right? And
Hmm.
the
Yep.
reward is separate from the division rivals. Yeah. So once they would fix something like that, because division rivals is still like competitive mode, right?
Hmm.
Because you're playing for the rewards and going there with your funny Serie A squad. Um, you know, it's
Hmm.
it's stupid, but in
Well,
general, I like it.
for me personally, it doesn't bother me using a bad team against a mega team.
I,
It doesn't, you know.
Me neither. But I was nearly in Division 3 and fucking keep losing then a couple of games again, and
Hmm.
it's harder. It makes a lot harder. If I didn't do these funny things, I probably would be there. So that's makes a difference. Like.
Hmm. So yeah, I think it's a good future with objectives and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
The SBCs have been pretty massively disappointing for me. You know, like an 83 rated squad for two UCL cards, like
Don't
what?
even start.
And people have paid it. You know, it sets a really bad
Well,
precedent.
I use this chance to tell anybody now. If you are doing these SPCs, you are literally telling EA it's okay,
Hmm.
right? So I didn't do a single one. Doing YouTube channel, right? So I'm supposed to do these SPCs and show what can you get like I done last year. But
Yeah,
the matter of fact, I didn't do a single one, and I'm not gonna do. That's why I'm dying out of my video ideas because I'm not gonna support this stupidity.
you're right. I mean, I
Period.
did one. I did one just to
No,
see it. You know, I'll be honest. But
one is okay, but you have people doing like 20. Why? I
mhm,
mean, why? It's the stats are same like the. So you're literally paying because this year it's the same rating like the regular card. Last year you had +1, which
mhm.
is pointless, but it's different. It's like an inform, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
year, this year, other than its blue color, it is like the double 81 plus regular card SPC, and you are paying 83 rated squad. What
yep.
the? I mean, how can you do such a thing?
I mean, it is ridiculous, but
I
the
I, I
whole
couldn't believe when I see this. I had a serious laugh.
same.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought, oh, I can make a video. I'll do like 20 of them. You know, I thought it might be like
that.
11 rares or something, and I genuinely couldn't believe it. But that's the first upgrade SBC that we've had this year.
And the whole market is they have to do something. So obviously the icon
Mm,
swaps changed a lot, and they probably didn't see what's it gonna do. I was buying yesterday 91 Oblaks for 35k.
damn.
At some stage they have to do something because what's the point
Mhm.
for people buying packs if you pack an Oblak which is 91 sorry rated card and you get 35,000 coins. It's because of the icon swaps. There's no icon SPCs anymore, so they would need to do something repeatable. Now we're
Yeah.
going off topic completely, but my prediction, because I always think something to record and I never do, so I use this chance. My prediction is on Christmas, they're gonna do base icon repeatable SPC packs, right? I remember that, so I've said it here, and
I remember.
that's when you need your 91s and things. So guys, invest 35k for Oblak is a bargain.
Mm. Well, that's true. Yeah, and I
But
mean, it's a usable keeper as well if you can
because
fit him in your team.
because if they don't make a use of it, right? So imagine if it goes like 20k for Oblak. So
Hmm.
then you'd be better off doing any SPC using these mad high rated cards. So there's
Yeah.
a lack of use for that, and they control the market. So soon they have to figure out that.
What if they did something similar to icons, but it wasn't icons? Like, let's say you could do the same SBC that a Pele would cost, and you get Messi. What would you think of
Uh,
that?
I wish the day comes when they do a Messi SPC, but I can't see that happening. They never did. That's why they don't have La Liga Player of the Month. Because
Mm,
Messi would win it all the time, but well, not all the time, most of the time, right? And that's why I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Never there was a Messi SPC in this game, and there never will be.
I
Same
think
like,
it's I think it's possible. I mean, I'm just using Messi as an example. Like they could do
mm,
it with any card, just come up with some new special card, like storyline players, for example.
no
Let's say the
flashbacks. They can do some mad flashbacks. But why
yeah,
I'm saying base icon packs because they actually stated that themselves when there was a statement about the foot swaps that there will be
right.
icon pack. So it's not like something like I thought out myself, but I'm trying
Hmm.
to time it because I see the market is going bananas. Might the way it's going, they might even need to do it earlier because I mean Christmas is still a long way to go, and there's gonna be a Black Friday madness, which
Hmm.
they have to do something with the guys like Oblak and Modric and these guys. So,
It wouldn't be a problem if they just released more stuff regularly. You know, I think they should do that. I don't think they're releasing enough SBCs and stuff, at least for me, because that's what I enjoy doing, just grinding the menus.
mm.
You know, and there isn't really a lot I can do with that now, other than like League SBCs.
But in general, at least, I think main FIFA 20 still, though it seems like it's getting worse, it's still way better than FIFA 19 was. So I mean,
Yeah,
as long as
easily.
if you feel disgusted with this one, think about last year, and you're gonna feel okay. I mean,
Yeah, that's totally
yeah,
true. That's totally. I mean,
yeah,
that was one of the worst games of all time. Not even one
yeah,
of the worst football games, just one of the worst games
it
ever.
was it was horrible, and I generally, because so many people were moaning in the videos, so, and I was moaning off the like video, right?
Hmm.
But I didn't want to do any. But genuinely, every day I thought I can't just play this shit anymore. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
you do it for YouTube, don't you?
yeah. Well, then, like the second half of the FIFA 19 year, like, yeah, pretty much. That's that's why this playing some stupid national team that
Hmm.
was trying to make the thing fun, because it was horrible.
Yeah,
Oh, about that, right? I don't know how long is that already going
half an
there.
hour.
Half an hour. Okay, it's gonna be the longest video ever. But you want to wrap it up, or?
Yeah, we can wrap it up unless there's something
Yeah.
else you wanna talk
Well,
about.
I want to tell whoever watched the whole 30 minutes. I don't know. Let know in the comments. It would be funny to see. We're gonna upload on both channels, right? Would be
Okay.
funny to see feedback. Maybe, obviously, we're not gonna do every time half an hour, but would there be some topic for us to discuss you would like to see? And in future we have a bit of a plan. I'm gonna get the FIFA on Black Friday for PS4, and then we're gonna do some collab videos, right, Jaggy?
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you on FIFA. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do a bit of a wager, right?
Hmm.
Between best of five or something. We'll think of something fun out anyway. I have
Yeah,
some fun
definitely.
with FIFA.
Hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. It'll be good. Be good to give you a game. I don't think we've ever played each other.
No, no, but I have to PS4 remote. I have to practice that.
Oh, excuses already.
Yeah, before we start here. If I lose, I immediately tell you it's the console. It's not me. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I see it's.
so I have my excuse card ready.
Right, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
No, no, no. If you beat me, there we have to figure out the wager, and then because it's gonna change. It's gonna make like it's a fun, but we need to take it seriously at the same time. So
Mm,
it's a game changer.
I'll
Yeah,
think of something. Don't worry.
yeah. Okay. No FIFA points though.
No, 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 no FIFA points.
Okay.
No. So yeah,
So
got that to look forward to.
right. So I think that's it. Do you have
Yeah.
anything to add, or?
No, no, I think that's it. But yeah, leave us, like Cuckoo said, leave us your comments.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want us to discuss.
And
I
what do you think about everything we said? We're moaning
Yeah,
too much, or maybe it's imagination. I don't know.
yeah, it did go off on a bit of a tangent, but I think we'll be a bit more structured in future.
Yeah, well, that's the first time. Yeah, and now we catched up, so we'll probably do once a week and discuss what happened in that particular week. So obviously there is not such a mess.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Right. Well, bye.
Peace out, everyone. Bye.
Always looking to strike a goal. So damn it, hit the like and subscribe for show. It's the Cuckoo House, 'cause we the pack addicts and we back at it. It's the Cuckoo House, verified. FIFA patience get loud.